Wrestling fans of the internet, welcome back to another episode of Linwood Championship Wrestling. If you love wrestling as much as we do here at LCW, then you've just gotta hop on that main line. And as always, we are coming to you live from an abandoned, undisclosed warehouse somewhere in Linwood. Try to guess which one. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. But I'm sure you're just as eager as I am to get to the action. So let's kick this show off and get to some wrestling! Alright folks, straight off the bat we've got an absolute ripper of a match for you. The hottest women's tag team in the world of Lucha Libre, Las Gatas Callejeras, are here. And they're making their debut tonight in a match against the Dixon Chicks. I'm looking forward to this one, folks. Do Catalina and Tabitha have what it takes to take out the trailer trash? Let's go check it out. The following tag match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing from Guadalajara, Mexico, Catalina and Tabitha Las Gatas Callejeras. And here we have it, folks. The hottest women's tag team in the whole of Lucha Libre. I don't know how and I didn't ask, but somehow we got them. And they are making their debut in LCW tonight. And folks, this is a real feel-good story. Catalina and Tabitha are two lifelong best friends who both broke into the world of Lucha Libre together. They trained together as a tag team, they competed as a tag team, and they straight up dominated the world of Lucha Libre as a tag team. Personally, I've always been a sucker for the high flyers, and nobody does it better than the luchadors. I, for one, can't wait to see what kind of tricks these cats pull out of the bag tonight. See what I did there, folks? Cat out of the bag? You just don't get that witty kind of commentary from the Pat McAfees and Michael Coles of the world. And that's why you love me and want to give me all your money. As noted philosopher Fleece Johnson said, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. And their opponents, from Libertyville, Alabama in the United States, Randy and Maggie Dixon are the Dixon Chicks. You know, folks, there was a time Maggie Dixon had a promising career, wrestling in indie promotions in the southern United States as Lady Liberty. And as you can see, she's still got most of the costume. But then her delinquent younger sister, Brandy, got out of jail and decided that she wanted to wrestle too. And well, here we are, folks. With the right training and the right push, Maggie Dixon could have been the next Bianca Belair or Rhea Ripley. And for Maggie Dixon, every tag match with her reprobate arsonist of a little sister must be a cruel reminder of what could have been. Which reminds me, do we hide all the matches and flammable objects? Guess we'll find out sooner or later. And our first match is underway. Oh, we got a kick in the gut and a stunner. Gotta expect these things from a wrestler as dysfunctional as Brandy. Although, there is something about... No, John, don't do it. Did you learn nothing from Kimberly? The short, crazy ones get you every time. Oh my god, that was just not nice. Controversial opinion here, folks. Jumping on an opponent's back, as Maggie Dixon just did, well, that's just not cricket, as we say here in New Zealand. I'm not going to stand here and argue with you about it, but nevertheless the tag was made and Maggie Dixon is in. Catalina fires back with a jawbreaker and, oh my god, Hurricane Rana! This kitty cat's got to have at least another 8 lives in the bag. See what I did there? Cat, bag, that's a callback. Oh, she's going up top. Nobody home. Catalina whiffs the moonsault. Uh-oh, this looks bad. Oh, drop kick into the middle rope. The cat's got her prey squarely in his sights and she's revving up and shotgun drop kick. Maggie rolls out of the ring. Catalina climbing with cat-like grace and body slam from the top rope into the cardboard. As always, I'm hiding under the desk doing my commentary, so ladies, just be no. Oh, what did I just tell you not to do? Oh, no, not again. Oh, come on. As a ruggedly handsome commentator said a few minutes before, that's just not cricket. Catalina opens with a kick into a wheelbarrow and DDT. Look at the acrobatic skills on display here, folks. They're up again. Maggie gets whipped into the corner where she belongs, and oh, we're gonna see some sweet tag team action here, folks. Oh, here it comes. Good gravy! Now that's teamwork making the dream work. Hey Ernie, can we get a better angle on that? As you can see here, folks, Catalina climbs the rope and straight up whips Maggie with a Hurricane Rana into a powerbomb from Tabitha. And this kitty cat does not feel like playing nice. Suplex! Oh, and Maggie's lower back is hurt. And Tabitha hits her with a senton bomb. And now she's telling Maggie to stay down if she knows what's good for her. Oh God, Brandy, how could you? You horrible yet perversely attractive miscreant. Maggie Dixon with the roll up into the pin. Oh, kick out before the one. And Tabitha gets hurled into the corner. Oh God, this is gonna be bad. Whatever it is. A flip over neck breaker, a kick, and a horrible stomp to the gut, just to tie it all up in a nice little bow. You can always count on the Dixon Chicks to bring the cheap heat. Speaking of which, did we check the fire extinguishers? We should have done that when we saw Brandy's name on the card. And whatever reason Brandy scaled the top rope for, it's probably nothing good. Brandy goes for a flying hammer fist and misses the mark. And Tabitha makes her pay for it. Here comes a snapmare and running kick. Tabitha is all hopped up on adrenaline and possibly catnip. And this crowd is loving it. Brandy shoots back with a shotgun dropkick. And the senton bomb on a downed opponent just because it's the day of the week. Tabitha's crawling towards the corner, and this could be a very big mistake. And here's another cheap shot from Brandy going to work on Tabitha's hand. And Tabitha fires back with an elbow and a kick to the face. And tag, she's all yours, Catalina. She's stalking her prey and she's going up top and she fights off Brandy. Hurricane Rana. Nobody does it like the luchadors. Brandy's trying some mind games, rolling out of the ring. And they're back. Catalina gets whipped into the ropes and Brandy's going for an arm wrench. Counter by Catalina. Basement dropkick. Catalina dares her opponent to get up. I'm not done with you yet. Oh, what comes next? Oh, she's going off the spring. Moonsault from the springboard. That's what we came to see. Off the springboard again and crossbody. And now what's happening? Oh. And because she likes Brandy so much, have another moonsault. She's just giving them away today. Brandy crawls towards the corner and she's looking pretty beat up. And monkey flip. And Brandy Dixon is probably wishing she was back in prison right now, locked up safe from the aerial maneuvers of Catalina. And we got a reversal. Oh, missed the mark with that step up Enzuguri. Well, where the hell is Brandy Dixon going? And Catalina makes the tag to Tabitha. Oh, Brandy gets walloped into the turnbuckle with a flying kick. And what's next? Drop kick to the lower back, and she is feeling it now. Oh, kicks out. Running face breaker. Brandy is showing nothing but contempt for her opponents. And a vicious barrage of slaps and punches. The crowd are not liking Brandy. Tabitha with the kip up, and Maggie gets the tag. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh! Tilt-a-whirl powerbomb. This is poetry in motion, folks. Let's get another look at this mix of acrobaticism and raw power. Oh my God, that had to hurt. Oh, Tabitha's going up top. And why she is trading blows with Maggie, I have no idea. And she fires back. Boom! Hurricane Rana. It's a great night to be a kitty cat indeed. Maggie rolls out of the ring. And she gets back in and takes a falling axe handle for her troubles. Oh, Maggie is firing back with some stiff shots. As noted philosopher CM Punk said, it's clobbering time. And Tabitha is getting straight up brutalized by Maggie Dixon. Into the corner we go. Oh God, what's gonna happen? Oh, she fires back. Kick to the face as Maggie goes down. While the stray cat struts a stop, Maggie makes the hot tag, and here comes Brandy. Oh, better luck next time. And Tabitha going up top where she does her best work. And Hurricane Rana. Even though Maggie is not the legal partner, Tabitha wants some payback. And she gets shoved off the apron. She's picking Brandy up. And Brandy's about to take a ride whether she wants it or not. Oh, whoa, 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 what happened? Reversal and the pin. Oh, out after the one. But I gotta admit, that was pretty cool. Now we got a bit of a slugging match going on. Oh, Tabitha fires back with another kick to the face. Good night and thanks for playing Brandy. And Maggie gets tagged in. Oh! Comes running with a bulldog. And now she's daring Tabitha to get back up. Oh, this ain't gonna be good. Oh, drop kick. The crowd have chosen their favorites, and it's not the Dixon Chicks, I'm sorry to say. Ow! Elbow to the knee. I've got a real bad feeling about this one, folks. And she's off. Maggie goes low. Maggie goes high. Oh my God! Can she get the pin with that trampling headbutt? Catalina makes the save. Let's take another look at the hard-headed raw power of Maggie Dixon. This is why she was once the darling of the indie scene. And she's going for another pin. Oh, for God's sakes. She's learned too many dirty tricks from Brandy, that one. We can hear the crowd chanting, "Let's go Tabitha." I'm pretty sure a couple of them are. I certainly am. Tabitha shoots back and... oh, lays Maggie out with a drop kick. She's going up the springboard and... oh my God, nobody home. That had to hurt. And Tabitha is still feeling the effects of that rampaging headbutt earlier. She's grabbing for the ropes. Catalina comes to her aid, because that's what a real friend does. Tabitha scoops her up. And she's holding her in a package. My God. Oh, German suplex. One has to marvel at the strength required for that. And here comes Catalina. Hey, Ernie, let's get another look. That was a truly amazing small package German suplex. I can't even pull that move off with a teddy bear, let alone someone the size of Maggie Dixon. This is amazing athleticism on display, folks. Maggie's definitely going to be feeling that one later. The tag was made and Catalina is back in the ring. Oh, is this enough for the victory? One. It's going to take way more than that when you're dealing with an opponent of Lady Liberty's caliber. And Maggie's rising to the challenge, back on her feet. Oh, clothesline. Oh, sneaky reversal kick from Catalina. Oh, crossbody from the springboard. You just love to see it. And Catalina helps Maggie back up to her feet. And back to the corner. Is she gonna go for the... oh, denied. And we got so many reversals within reversals within reversals. It's enough to do your head in. Oh, what's happening here? Whoa! Now that was a sunset flip powerbomb if ever I've seen one. Catalina's going up top. Oh, Maggie rolls to safety. And back in the ring, but it doesn't do her any good. And she takes a falling axe handle. And Catalina's up again. Sweet merciful crap. That was a splash and a half. Maggie's trying to call for the safety of the corner, but is it going to work out for her? She's already pretty banged up. Catalina fires off a punishing kick. And, oh my god, what the hell was that? I've never seen that before. Let's take another look at that move. I can best describe it as a cross between a 619 and a leg drop. But one thing's for sure, that was badass. Our referee, Herb Thompson, has managed to avoid getting injured so far, so let's hope it stays that way. Catalina gets Maggie to her feet and snapmare drop kick. And for those of you at home who missed it, some reprehensible person, probably Brandy, threw a pool cue into the ring. And whoever that may have been didn't take into account the diligence of our referee, Herb Thompson. You're doing a bang-up job, Herb. And we got another pin. 1, 2. Oh my god, kicked out at the last second. And Catalina is not happy with that. What more do Las Gatas have to do to put Maggie Dixon away? Let's give Maggie Dixon her due, folks. She has taken a lot of punishment from both cats. Oh, and now she's firing back. Kick after kick after kick. And Maggie feeds Catalina to her horrible sister. What's next? Oh, Catalina fires back. And oh my, how the worm has turned. And we're about to see some more teamwork from two of the best in the business. Oh my god, I think are we gonna see it? Oh my god, this is incredible. Oh, yes we are. Boom! And that was Las Gatas' special tag finisher. Yo, Ernie, check this out. They call this one Nueve Vidas Codazo, which translates to 9 lives elbow drop. And I apologize to any Spanish speakers for butchering your beautiful language. But surely that's gotta be it. After 9 lives, there's nothing left, right? Let's find out. 1. And saved by her recidivist criminal of a little sister. How much more punishment can Maggie Dixon take? And she eats a stiff right hand. German suplex. If Maggie can't get the tag, this is going to be an easy victory for Las Gatas. Maggie's looking a little woozy. Oh, she's firing back. Running bulldog. The sheer obstinacy of Maggie Dixon. She will not go down. Nothing fancy here, just face first into the canvas. And she makes the tag. The Dixon Chicks are still in this, but Maggie needs to recover ASAP. My god, who knew Brandy had that in her? She just threw her opponent away like a box of used matches, and it was not enough for the pin. Brandy seeks to capitalize. Oh, tripped up by Tabitha. That was a sneaky reversal. And Tabitha is just unloading with the barrage of strikes. Oh, she's going up top. And here it comes. Corkscrew elbow drop. That was unbelievable. Oh, we gotta see that again. Cats might not always land on their feet, but as long as they land elbow first on their opponent, that's all that matters. Tabitha's had enough of Brandy's nonsense. And is this gonna finish it? 1, 2. What the? How does Brandy have anything left in her after all that? Brandy gets back to her feet and fires back with a sneaky jawbreaker. Tabitha looks like she's in some real trouble, folks, and she better think of something. And the tag was made. In comes Maggie to clean up Brandy's messes, as always. Elbow drop, and just look how beaten and bloody Maggie's face is. Tabitha gets flung into the corner, and this is not going to be good for her. Maggie hoists her up. Brandy takes the top rope, and ow! But can she get the pin? 1. Saved by Catalina. And let's take another look at what the Dixon sisters consider quality family time. Having your big sister hoist someone up so you can jam your pointy little elbow into them. This match has taken a toll on all the competitors. And probably on Herb Thompson too, if he's being honest. Ow! Ow! But she's not done. Here's the handspring. Oh, misses the mark. Tabitha's looking for some payback, and she's wrenching Brandy's skinny little arm as far as it'll go. How be them bananas? Catalina gets the tag, and in she comes. And if Herb Thompson could get out of the way, she could finish this thing. We told you a million times, Herb. Be in the match, but not of the match. Brandy gets slammed into the turnbuckle. She's got to be easy pickings now. Oh, no. This has turned into a real slobber knocker. Catalina with the basement drop kick. And surely this onslaught can't continue much longer. Oh, she's scooping Brandy up. And where is she taking... No, ladies, other side of the ring, other side. Leave the disc alone. And she dumps Brandy onto the cardboard. Catalina's about to get airborne again. And look, Ma, no hands needed for that splash. And she's getting her up. Oh, what's happening here? And she's back in the ring. Nobody wants to count out on this one. And she looks at her opponent as if to say, is that all you got, Trailer Park Barbie? We got an ensuing scuffle, and Catalina is in the corner. Oh, Catalina fires back. Down she goes with a clothesline. And because sharing is caring, Tabitha gets the tag. And she's getting her up. And back to the trailer park you go to eat mayonnaise sandwiches. And here comes some more stellar teamwork from Las Gatas. Ow! Kicked on both sides of the head. And a beautiful German suplex. It's not only dogs that hunt in packs, folks. And as we're about to see, Brandy is about to get kicked in stereo on both sides of the head, right before being thrown into an amazing German suplex. And Brandy is back from the dead with a shotgun dropkick. And she makes the tag to Maggie. This one's got to end soon, folks. Oh, barrage of kicks and a floater of a DDT. Catalina headbutts Brandy off the apron, and this is going to be it. 1, 2. What the? How the hell did that happen? How does Maggie Dixon keep coming back? Maggie gets to her feet and walks right into a Hurricane Rana. Catalina circles her prey. She's lining her up for something. What do we got? Ow! Shotgun drop kick to the head. And what do we got going on here now, folks? We got some mind games as Catalina walks out of the ring. Catalina aims to finish with a vicious elbow. Oh, what's this? Oh my God, she's going old school. Look at that arm drag. Ooh, I think we're going to see something really cool, folks. She's going up top, and is this it? Oh yeah! She calls that one bola de cuerda, which loosely translates to ball of yarn, and it is a sight to behold, so let's see it again. Just look at that. This has just got to be it, folks. We've seen a lot in this match, and this is what it boils down to. Catalina goes for the pin. Can she do it? 1. Oh, intercepted by Brandy. The Kitty Cats may have 9 lives, but how many do the Dixon Chicks have at this point? Catalina's mixing it up with Brandy. Oh, reversal. Just look at the power on that drop kick. Maggie is just hung from the ropes, and our staffed veterinarian really needs to throw in the towel. Oof! Catalina wisely shakes Brandy off the apron, and she's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3! Las Gatas have done it! And that was one hell of a debut! Now let's take a look at some highlights recorded by Ernie's kid at ringside. And here we see Brandy opening strong with a stunner. We got some really brutal teamwork going on from the Dixon Chicks. And Catalina is maybe gonna need a chiropractor. We got promised some sweet high-flying action. And Las Gatas delivered on that one. And here's where I got a little too close to the action for my liking under the desk. But we have seen some absolutely stellar teamwork tonight from Las Gatas Callejeras. And who could forget this Hurricane Rana catapult into a powerbomb? Here we see the Dixon Chicks getting down and dirty and straight up brutal with their opponent. After all, you can take the girls out of the trailer park. And here we see the raw power of Maggie Dixon with this massive headbutt. Many pin attempts were made on both sides, but it's only the one at the end that matters. And while we're at it, let's give it a little respect to our long-suffering referee, Herb Thompson. Nobody counts to 3 like Herb Thompson, and if they do, I don't want to know about it. I said it before, I'll say it again, that was one hell of a debut. This is a tale of 2 lifelong best friends taking on the world and absolutely dominating. You just love to see it. If Las Gatas can keep putting on matches like that, it's only a matter of time before they're faced up against the Amazons for the title. So well done, Las Gatas. But let's take a moment to appreciate the power, tenacity, and sheer grit of Maggie Dixon. If Maggie can drop that 0, by which I mean Brandy, and become a hero, she could have an amazing future as a singles competitor. But that's another story for another day. Alright folks, before we get this next match underway, full disclosure from yours truly. Over the last couple of months, I've gotten to know Homeboy LuvShark pretty well. He's a good dude and I consider him a personal friend, which is why I begged him not to take this match. Homeboy LuvShark is a slightly overweight, middle-aged, divorced dad who only sees his kids on the weekends. He only became a wrestler because he wants his kids to think he's cool, or at the least cooler than their new stepdad. And although normally I'd be rooting for a guy like that, he's also completely delusional about his athletic and wrestling skills. This match is going to be a glorious train wreck, and I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping it doesn't end too badly for Homeboy LuvShark. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing from Boksburg, South Africa, representing Broforce 1, and accompanied by his scumbag manager Vince Russo, the Boksburg Butcher, Jan de Slagter. Well, aren't these two a right pair? Scumbag manager, scumbag wrestler. It's a match made in heaven. And for those of you who missed all the big news, Vince Russo's shady legal maneuvering is the reason Jim Cornette is broke and sleeping on John Dog's couch. And don't even get me started on the Boksburg Butcher. We all know by now about his brief, bloody, and very controversial MMA career. The last I heard, Clint Muller is still in a wheelchair 3 years after fighting him. And if you managed to wake Corey Thompson from his coma, why didn't you ask him how that fight ended for him? And of course he's wearing that t-shirt because he wants to remind everybody that he served in the French Foreign Legion, Légion d'étranger, if you will. Never mind the fact he was court-martialed after a week for conduct unbecoming. And if it weren't for Vince Russo's money and shady legal tactics, he'd still be rotting in a French military prison somewhere in Tunisia. Now I'm trying to be fair, objective, and professional here, folks. But this man is a dumpster fire of a human being who gets off on humiliating his opponents. I have nothing but contempt for him or Vince Russo. And his challenger from Detroit, Michigan, in the United States, Homeboy LuvShark. LuvShark, if you can hear me, it's still not too late to back out of this. Your kids will still think you're cool. Oh god, I don't know if I can watch this. Hey Ernie, what's happening with the video feed? I've got a very bad feeling about this. Oh my god! The Butcher ambushes LuvShark in a despicable, cowardly act with a flying axe handle, and he's just kicking him when he's down. And now he just hit him with a knee drop. This match hasn't even started yet, and the Butcher is already taking the screws to Homeboy LuvShark, and Vince Russo is just egging him on, encouraging his deplorable behavior. Is the ref even gonna do anything? But now the bell rings and we're underway. The Butcher is just unrelenting with his assaults on my good friend, and oh my god, he's whipped him with a Hurricane Rana. And what despicable deed is he gonna do now from the top rope? He goes flying and squashes LuvShark with a body splash. I can't believe it, he's actually getting off on all the boos from the crowd. What an irredeemable monster. And as we're about to see again, Slagter wasted absolutely no time punishing his opponent. This is just cruel and unusual punishment for Homeboy LuvShark. I hoped I'd never have to say it, but folks, this is truly a squash match. But LuvShark's not giving up the ghost that easy. He played basketball in high school 30 years and 100 kilos ago, so let's hope there's some shred of athletic ability left in him. And oh my god, he's firing back onto Slagter, and he's shucking and jiving. Keep your eye on the ball, LuvShark. Oh my god, backbreaker. There's still a hope for my man LuvShark, and the crowd is loving those sweet dance moves. And what's he gonna do here? Oh my god, he's got the Butcher by the throat and he's just clobbering him. And uh-oh, Butcher reverses, whips into the ropes and Hurricane Rana. And now that smug SOB is going for the pin. One, and thank god for that. Did you see that? Vince Russo threw a chair in the ring. The Butcher unleashes a barrage and spikes him to the mat with a DDT. I gotta admit, LuvShark's doing better than I thought he would, but if he keeps eating shots like those, it's gonna be a quick match. And now he's gotta keep an eye out for Vince Russo's nonsense as well. I only hope LuvShark's kids aren't watching this right now. It's hard for me to see this as a friend, so I have no idea how bad it would be for them. And the Butcher's just egging on the crowd, who have wisely chosen to boo him. And it's looking bad for LuvShark. Oh my god, another DDT to the mat. LuvShark reverses and scoops him into a pin. Oh, not even a one count. What's happening now? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm seeing this. He is military pressing the Butcher. LuvShark, my man. We gotta see that again, Ernie. I didn't know LuvShark had this in him. This is what happens when you poke the overweight divorced daddy bear one too many times. That was glorious. Come on, Shark, you can do this. And he's just smashing the Butcher's head on the canvas. This is a thing of beauty. And Broforce One's manager, Vince Russo, must be very concerned now. Oh my god, what's he doing? He's taking off the turnbuckle pad. Yo, Henrietta, are you going to be a ref anytime soon? LuvShark takes to the middle rope. Ow! Clocks the Butcher on the head with a giant body splash. The Butcher miraculously gets up and hits him with an elbow drop. And another elbow drop to the face. LuvShark is in a lot of pain right now. And what's the Butcher going to do now? He misses with the kick. Oh my god, look at the height on that. LuvShark channels his basketball experience and straight up dunks on the Butcher with that massive leg drop. And now he's giving him a well-deserved curb stomping. Oh, Butcher fires back, unleashes a barrage of strikes, and a float-over DDT. And he's daring LuvShark to get to his feet again. Oh no, this looks bad. This looks really bad. Get out of the way, LuvShark. Falling elbow drop, Macho Man Randy Savage styles. Enough is never enough beyond the Slagter. LuvShark's looking bad. Oh my god. Butcher lays him out with a spinning heel kick. Hopefully that's the end of that and we can just move on. He's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And congratulations, yonder Slagter. You just beat the stuffing out of an out-of-shape middle-aged dad. But who could forget that almighty military press? That was impressive. Win or lose, the Butcher's gonna be shaking that one off later. And if LuvShark had aimed a little more to the left with this splash, he might have won. Who knows? And then this elbow drop from the Butcher took all the wind out of his sails. And here he is lining up his prey for that final spinning heel kick that sealed the deal. Vince Russo must be so proud of the Butcher right now. It takes a lot of tenacity on his part to beat a middle-aged man in questionable shape. I hope he's happy with himself. He's just lapping up all those boos. And yes, they are saying boo and not boo-hutcha. Oh my god, what's happening now? LuvShark collapsed after leaving the ring. Oh my god, what's he doing? No! Why would you do that? Just take the victory and move on. LuvShark's kids don't need to see this. Security, can we get security in here, please? And I don't mean that octogenarian with a flashlight named Willie. Hey, Ernie, can we cut to a commercial or something? LuvShark's kids don't need to see this. This is appalling. I can't believe I'm seeing this. This man does not deserve a red victory screen. Cut to commercial. This episode of Linwood Championship Wrestling is brought to you by peanut butter. Not any specific brand of peanut butter, but just peanut butter in general. It's nutritious, delicious, and a great source of protein. So if you're hitting them weights and looking to bulk up, you should be all about your peanut butter game. So get up and get down and get a mouthful of nuts today. Are we all done there, Vivian? What the hell kind of commercial was that? What are we even promoting? Who paid for that? And if my likeness is all up in this, am I getting a cut? Nobody said a damn thing to me about it. Man, I don't want any strangers coming up to me asking for my big nuts. I already get enough of that. Oh god, here's Vince Russo, the odious manager of Broforce 1. What's he got to say for himself after that disgusting display? And just a reminder that we only have one working mic. I bought it from home and I'm definitely not sharing with Vince Russo, but let's get some subtitles. Yeah, I got your bro tension right here, you mother
fluffy duck.
Whoa, what the
fire truck
did you just say? I'm sorry for my potty mouth, folks, but this guy just brings out the worst in me. Is he really trying to excuse that disgusting beatdown we just saw? And thankfully the crowd aren't buying his excuses. They've got no love for Vince Russo or Broforce 1. And Vince Russo, you can
fluffy duck
yourself. I'm sorry, folks, but you all saw what he did to my friend LuvShark. Ooh, what's happening now? Oh my god, it's After Dark Express manager Jim Cornette, and he is not happy. He is just letting Vince Russo have it, and he is not holding back. And just a reminder that even before Vince Russo took all of Jim's money, there was decades of beef between these two guys. And look at that! Good on you, Corny, for sticking up for my man LuvShark. And LuvShark, if you're out of the coma yet, the After Dark Express has got your back. This is awesome. Yeah, what you gonna do, Russo? Take your time. That's alright, I'll just go put the kettle on. Now that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna see it next week, folks. After Dark Express versus Broforce 1. And I, for one, am hoping the After Dark Express beats the
sugar
out of those other two clowns. After a rather humiliating defeat last week at the hands of Linwood Knight, Hamish Gunn is back. And this week, he's squaring off against the Professor, Jerome Scott. The Professor is regarded as one of the best Oh, hang about. Just got a wee note from Todd Sorensen here. Let me read it. Oh, good God, no. This is a terrible idea. What the hell is our general manager, Todd Sorensen, thinking with this? Does the Violator even know what a referee's supposed to do? Or does he just really like the stripy shirt? Oh god, this is going to be another train wreck of a match, folks. Let's just hope the Violator stays out of the way and we can get some good wrestling out of this thing. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first our guest referee, representing the After Dark Express from the internet, the Violator. Now folks, I've made my feelings very clear about this match. This is a terrible, terrible idea, and our general manager Todd Sorensen should be ashamed of himself for giving this the green light. And while I'm very grateful that they finally got the Violator to wear a shirt, there's no way he did those buttons up by himself. Either Jim Cornette or John Dog Adams had to help him with those, and the same thing goes for the shoelaces. We're talking about a guy that has to take his gloves off to count to 10 and his boots off to count to 20. I have no idea what the Violator actually thinks a referee does, or why he decided to insert himself into this match. But we haven't even gotten underway yet, and already he thinks it's all about him. And now he's just showing off to the invisible legion of fans in his head. I'm just gonna come out and say it, folks. I do not trust this man to do the job of Tom Herb Thompson, or even Henrietta Sorensen. This is going to be an absolute train wreck of a match, and it wouldn't shock me in the least if eventually there's an episode of Dark Side of the Ring about it. But it's one of those glorious train wrecks I just can't look away from. So let's you and me watch this train wreck together, and afterwards we can say, I told you so. Introducing our first contender, from Wick, Scotland, the Gallowglass Hamish Gunn. After being straight up humiliated by Linwood Knight last week, can the Gallowglass Hamish Gunn pick up the win tonight? It's gonna be an interesting clash of styles here, folks. On the one hand, the Gallowglass got his start competing in the Highland Games, both in his native Scotland and abroad. As a practitioner of the Scottish backhold style of wrestling, he was never defeated in competition. Eventually, the powers that be had to ban him from competing, just to give the other wrestlers a chance. So he's coming into the ring tonight with a lot of raw power, and of course his signature caber toss finisher. And that right there can make for a bad night for any opponent. And his opponent, from Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States, the Professor Jerome Scott. And here we have the Professor Jerome Scott. They call him the Professor because he literally has a PhD in applied physics from Cornell University. As an accomplished technical wrestler, he's like the missing link between Bret the Hitman Hart and Neil deGrasse Tyson. He excelled at amateur wrestling both in high school and during his studies at Cornell University. You're looking at a guy that can pull off a perfect German suplex and calculate the exact amount of force needed to pull it off in his head. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's got for us in his bag of tricks tonight. Should be good. And we're underway. Swing and a miss from the Gallowglass, riposte from the Professor, and now we're seeing some old school grappling. And just a reminder that those funny little circles you see on the screen are technical glitches. And as always, blame our cameraman Ernie. We're seeing a lot of back and forth with nobody getting the upper hand yet. Until now, Professor throws the Gallowglass clear across the ring, and now they're back in the grapple. Professor just can't seem to wiggle out of this back hold. Gallowglass has got him good until now. Snapmare and a chokehold. The Professor keeps applying pressure, and here's the knee to the back. Let's take another look at this, folks. We got some brilliant old school wrestling going on and a kinetic game of chess between the two opponents. And our special referee, the Violator, is managing to stay out of the way and not ruin the action. So far, so good, and long may it continue. And Scott gets an early pin, but the Violator's taking his sweet time, and he kicks out after the 1. Professor scoops the Gallowglass with a brilliant move and 1. Scott seems to be going for the early pin here. And boom, there goes the double elbow drop to the head. And another pin. What is the Violator even doing at this point? That was a slow count if ever I've seen one. Good gravy. The Professor slingshots himself across the ring and hits the Gallowglass with a crossbody. Now the Violator's telling him off for some reason. Let's take another look at that amazing slingshot crossbody. That was a thing of beauty. And for whatever reason, the Violator has taken a dislike to the Professor. So this is going to be a long night for him. And here he comes with the elbow drop from the top rope, only to get chastised by the Violator. What is the Violator even thinking at this point? Professor hits the leg drop and he is just dominating so far. Gallowglass fires back with a wood chipper and knocks him on his feet. And there goes the 5-knuckle shuffle. He gets him with a headlock and a stiff punch. After getting dominated early on, the Gallowglass is firing back. He's pulling the Professor to his feet. And he shoves him in the corner. And this is going to be brutal. Clothesline into the corner. Professor crumples up and eats the canvas, while the Gallowglass basks in the adulation of the crowd. The momentum of this match has shifted, folks, and the Professor is looking hurt already. Can the Professor even come back from this? And would you look at that? A nod to his hero, Bret the Hitman Hart, with that beautiful flying crucifix armbar. And unfortunately, the Violator caught a rope break. DDT straight into the mat. School is back in session and the Professor is dropping some knowledge. And he's got the Gallowglass in an armbar. Can he power out? Oh, it's looking bad. And the Violator is rubbing the Professor's head, maybe for good luck. Why would you do that? Professor gets whipped into the turnbuckle. And a flying forearm from the Gallowglass. Jiminy Jillikers! The Scotsman's about to go flying. Oh my god, massive splash. And now the Gallowglass is just cranking the Professor's neck. How much can he take? And he spikes him head first into the canvas. The Gallowglass challenges the Professor to get back up, but he's not answering the call. Nobody's home. So the Gallowglass pulls him up, kicks him in the gut, and he scooped him up. What's going to happen now? Powerbomb! Things are looking very bad for the Professor as he rolls out of the ring. And let's take another look at that vulgar display of power. Nobody can question the strength of Hamish Gunn, not when he's just absolutely throwing his opponents around like a rag doll. I'm going to call it, folks. I don't think this match is going on too much longer. And once again, the Violator has no idea where he is or what he's supposed to be doing. He hasn't even bothered to count the Professor out of the ring yet, which might actually work in the Professor's favor. He's slowly working his way back to the ring. Oh, he's got the Gallowglass and out the Gallowglass goes. Oh, sure, now the Violator's remembering to count. But it's obviously a bit of a process for him. He's really got to stop and think about what comes after 2. Oh my god, did you see that? The Violator just tried to shove the Professor off the apron. This is completely unprofessional. Professor goes for the pin. What the hell? Oh my god, the Violator just forgot how to count again. Where's our referee Tom Herb when you really need him? Oh, Gallowglass rolls him into a pin and the Violator's forgetting how to count again. What an imbecile! This is the worst refereeing I've ever seen. And now he's just telling the professor off. What is this man even thinking? Gallowglass manages to force his way out, and he's back on his feet. The Violator is just telling the contenders he doesn't like what he's seeing. And the Professor goes into the turnbuckle. Oh my god, we're gonna see it! Cable toss! Good night, sweet Professor. Let's get a turnbuckle view of this devastating finisher. There's nothing fancy at work here, folks. This is just brute strength. And there's no way the Professor's gonna recover after that. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2... Oh, nearly had him there. And most importantly, the Violator has remembered how to count to 3. Gallowglass pulls him up. Oh, he's got him in the torture rack position. Airplane spin and a sit-out slam. And he's got the pin. 1, 2, 3. A victory's a victory, but this one was controversial. Let's go see what Ernie's kids got for us. And that slingshot crossbody from the ropes was a thing of absolute beauty. The odds were always going to be stacked against the Professor with the Violator as a referee, but he absolutely put on a clinic and showed us what he can do. Maybe it's not the victory you wanted, but it's a kind of victory nevertheless. But one thing's for sure, folks. This match is going to generate a lot of controversy. There's going to be a lot of people out there thinking the Professor got robbed. And I can't say I disagree with them. I just hope we can learn a little something from this comedy of errors and never let the Violator be a referee again. That was just straight up embarrassing, and the Violator should be ashamed of himself. What on God's green earth was our general manager Todd Sorensen thinking when he let the Violator do this? And more importantly, what kind of horrible blackmail information does the Violator have on him? Inquiring minds want to know. While this may be a win for Hamish Gunn, this match will live in infamy as his most controversial win. Mark my words, folks, there will be blowback from this match. And if I were Jerome Scott, I would be feeling like I got straight up robbed right about now. And I don't know about all of you, but I am looking forward to the fallout from this match, because it's going to be entertaining as hell. For our next match, we have the darling of the Canadian indie scene, the Blue Bomber Whitney Olivier, and her opponent representing Secta del Muerte, the godmother La Madrina. Secta del Muerte is led by the most evil man to ever set foot in an LCW ring, Alonso Constanzo. La Madrina serves as Constanzo's right hand and a very deadly competitor in the ring. As skilled as the Blue Bomber is, can she prevail against La Madrina and the black magic of Secta del Muerte? Let's go see how this thing shakes out. The following match is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing from Winnipeg, Canada, the Blue Bomber, Whitney Olivier. Now this is going to be a real treat, wrestling fans. Whitney Olivier grew up watching fellow Canadian wrestlers like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going at it, and decided to follow in their footsteps. She made a big splash on the Canadian scene, and now she's here in LCW tonight. If you've been following her on social media, you'll know she's not shy about picking a fight. It doesn't matter if you're Morgan Freeman, Susan Boyle, or the King of Norway, all of whom Olivier has personally threatened. If the Blue Bomber takes a disliking to you, you better be ready to throw down. And Whitney, I'm really sorry I drank that last can of Coke Zero in the fridge. Are we cool? And her opponent, representing Secta del Muerte and accompanied by Alonso Constanzo. from Brownsville, Texas in the United States, the Godmother, La Madrina. Okay folks, now I'm scared. And while La Madrina is very scary indeed, the man accompanying her, Alonso Constanzo, is without a doubt the most evil man to ever set foot in LCW. He claims to be the illegitimate grandson of drug trafficker, cult leader, and serial killer Adolfo de Jesus Constanzo. And while his grandfather sought to control the drug trade, the younger Constanzo aims to use his black magic to dominate the wrestling world. And one thing's for sure, the dude's got scary magic powers. I'm afraid to even think bad things about him. And here we go. Unlike the Violator, our referee for this match, Colton Herb, will actually do his damn job. La Madrina gets shoved into the ropes. A kick in the gun, they're locked up again. The wrestlers are at an impasse. And Olivier is shoving her into the corner and squeezing the air out of La Madrina's throat. And a cheap shot. Tom Herb did not appreciate that. Sky-high dropkick lays her out. The Blue Bomber hoists La Madrina to her feet. And this looks really bad for her. Anything could happen here, folks. Canadian neck breaker. It's like a regular neck breaker, but a little more polite. This is why we love the Blue Bomber and don't want the tires of our electric scooter slashed. Olivier is just pounding La Madrina into the dust. I hate to say it, folks, but this is looking like a squash match already. Constanzo cannot be happy seeing this punishment dished out to his number 2. The Godmother goes face first into the turnbuckle. This is brutal. Can she even walk after that debilitating kick? And there's a basement drop kick. This is just going to be another day at the office for the Blue Bomber. Falling double elbow. How much more can La Madrina take? A stiff shot to the jaw. And La Madrina is getting buried by the Canadian Avalanche. Now the Blue Bomber lines up for an aerial assault. She's got her opponent in her sights, and here it comes. Oh my god, look at that swanton dive. Let's get another look at that. Ever the tactician, Olivier carefully lines up her prey, gets her in her sights, and straight up carpet bombs La Madrina with a beautiful swanton dive. La Madrina rolls out of the ring, and she better think of something quick or she is out of this. Can her Padrino's black magic turn the tide and steer her to victory? She's stirring back to life and oh my god! Crossbody misses the target and now we may have an opening. Step up Enziguri. And maybe not. Oh come on, that's just not very nice. The Godmother desperately trying to rally here, but if she doesn't get it together, she could be counted out. Olivier grabs from the back, and La Madrina fires back with a salvo of shots to the gut. Round and round they go, and Blue Bomber gets whipped into the barricade. Whitney Olivier is finally hurting. And into the barricade again. They're shaking it off. Kick from Olivier. Kick from La Madrina. And back in the ring she goes. Running shotgun dropkick knocks her cold. After taking a vicious beating, La Madrina finally gets some payback. Helps her to her feet. Oh, what's happening here? Oh my god. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Now that is how you do a reversal. And now La Madrina's going airborne and BAM! Now how is that for a splash? Yo Ernie, can we see that again? And here we see the sneaky evasion into that amazing tilt-a-whirl head scissors. And Olivier goes flying. And here comes La Madrina about to take flight too. Ooh, the Godmother is in a lot of pain, so it's hard to tell who came off worst in that exchange. And of course, La Madrina is used to turning heads wherever she goes. And she's more than happy to strike a pose for all the fans. Olivier's back up and clothesline. Clothesline number 2. And a drop kick. The Blue Bomber is revving back up. Ye gods! Blue Thunderbomb! But can she get the pin? Kick out after the 2. Little nod to one of her heroes, Sami Zayn, with that Blue Thunderbomb. She's lining something up and Madrina evades. She's making her pay by kicking her injured leg. And a Hurricane Rana. And she's going back to the top rope. What are we going to see now? Another bone-crushing body splash. She's taking the time to preen a little. What's coming next? Oh! Now that was a styling elbow. And let's strike another pose for the crowd. And they are loving her. After connecting with that second big body splash, the Godmother takes time to check her hair and then administers the most seductive elbow drop I have ever seen. And if you've ever seen a more seductive one, I really don't want to know about it. But is that going to be enough to get the pin and get the win? Let's find out. 1, 2. Oh, kick out after the 2. And she is not happy. She's pulling the Blue Bomber back to her feet. Climbing up top for an elbow smash. Kick to the face. Is this going to do it? 1, 2, 3. Madrina has taken the win. One of these days I'm actually going to bother to learn the name of Ernie's kid, but for now let's see some highlights she captured from ringside. And this neck breaker was as Canadian as maple syrup, Rush and the Trailer Park Boys. And here comes the first of 2 devastating splashes from Madrina. Although the Blue Bomber took an early lead, the Godmother managed to scrap and claw her way back to the top, possibly with the help of Alonso Constanzo's black magic. Let's not rule anything out, folks. The other day I was under the desk doing commentary and Constanzo walks by and tells me my shoes were untied. And they were. He couldn't see my feet from where he was, so how did he know? I'm telling you, he's a wizard, protected by some very powerful dark gods. And for all we know, his evil magic propelled Madrina to victory tonight. So Constanzo, Madrina, are we cool? I've got no beef with anyone in Secta del Muerte, so you can just put those tarot cards in the Nganga full of human bones away. But if you want to make a cool $20, I've got a list of people I don't like that could use a hex or 2 in their life. Hit me up after the show. And there you have it. Madrina takes the victory, and with it, the adulation of all her adoring fans. With this win, she climbs the leaderboard and moves a little closer to that title shot for the Women's World Championship. But don't be fooled by her salty good looks, folks. The only thing she wants more than that title is blood. And here comes Jerome Scott, stinging from defeat and overflowing with righteous indignation, as you can very well imagine. He's not about to take this line down, so let's hear what he's got to say. Hey Ernie, can you get the subtitles? He's calling out the Violator, and who among us wouldn't after that monumental display of incompetence we saw earlier? If I was the Professor, I'd be looking for my pound of flesh too. Let's see how the Violator responds to this. And here comes the Violator, about to put the record straight. I really wish I could describe this to you folks at home. It's really weird hearing that voice come out of that guy. If only I were perspicacious enough that my colloquial vernacular could adequately convey it for you people. And the Professor is not backing down. He came here for a remuneration, and come hell or high water, he's getting it. Both of the Violator's brain cells now rubbing together to ignite a spark, one hopes. And it's official, we have a match. But if the After Dark Express are also taking on Broforce 1 next week, Does this mean the Violator's gonna pull double duty? Or are the boys gonna have to sub somebody else in? I guess we're just gonna have to stay tuned and check it out next week. Now this truly epic grudge match has been years in the making. Clownholio, the Harlequin of Hardcore, is about to go head-to-head with his arch-nemesis, Vince Russo's newest recruit to his Broforce 1 faction, Linwood Knight. This is a Linwood Deathmatch, so there will be no rules, no mercy, and oh yes, there will be blood. And probably a few obscene hand gestures and a little childish name calling too. This one's gonna be off the chain, folks. Let's go check it out. The following is a Linwood Deathmatch. There will be no countouts, no disqualifications, and no rules. Introducing from Chicago, Illinois in the United States, the Harlequin of Hardcore, Clownholio. And this right here, folks, is a grudge match years or possibly decades in the making. Clownholio and Linwood Knight both came up in the underground hardcore wrestling scene, and for whatever reason, they took an instant dislike to each other from the day they met. We've got years and years of horrible things being done on both sides, and it all came to a head during last March's disastrous PLE, which we're still not really allowed to talk about because of lawyers. But there's good news, folks. If you really hate your children and want to give them an emotionally scarring birthday that they'll be describing to a therapist for years, Clownholio might just be the clown for your kid's next birthday. For whatever strange reason, our general manager Todd Sorensen's 3-year-old kid absolutely loves him. And his opponent, representing Broforce 1 and accompanied by his scumbag manager Vince Russo, from Linwood, Christchurch, right here in New Zealand, the hard booze and hardcore legend, Linwood Knight. It's a funny thing, folks. The number of times I've thought to myself, I couldn't possibly have a lower opinion of Linwood Knight. But I've got to hand it to the guy. He just keeps on finding really creative new ways to disappoint me, like joining Broforce 1 and getting a
sugar
stain like Vince Russo as a manager. If you ask me, these two crumb bums deserve each other. But make no mistake, folks, the match you are about to witness is going to be a horrible, ugly affair, fought in a horrible, ugly manner between two very horrible and very, very ugly people. But that's exactly what we all came to see tonight. And much like the Roman Colosseum of old, this crowd wants blood and possibly fire. This is a Linwood Deathmatch, so nothing is off the table. And for the sake of our cleanup crew, I really hope the rubbish bins don't come out, because all of those rubbish bins are loaded with actual rubbish, most of which was collected yesterday by the Cockney pickpockets during their community service. And because nepotism is very much alive and well here at LCW, the referee for this match will be our general manager Todd Sorensen's niece, Henrietta Sorensen. Oh man, Henrietta's got no idea what she's in for tonight. I got $10 cash money that says Henrietta never referees another match after this one. Anyone want to take that action? I'm beginning to think she actually got the gig because her uncle secretly hates her. He's always telling us how she's a rude, entitled little Kardashian and how she's never done a day of work in her life. Anyway you cut it, her presence tonight is going to add a little fuego to an already spicy match. I can't wait to see what happens next. The bell rings and Clownholio comes with a clothesline and is going up top. That's a whole lot of clown meat on display there, folks. Ow! All of that extra weight's gotta add some momentum to that punishing elbow drop. And now he's going out of the ring. He's looking for something under the apron. Oh, what's this? he's got a sledgehammer. Stop. Hammer time. The clown is not holding anything back with this ferocious assault. If Linwood Knight wasn't already inebriated, he'd be in a world of pain right now. Linwood Knight gets him in a headlock and a suplex. He's pulling him up from the mat. And he's got him in another headlock, but oh, the clown is powering out. And Clownholio sends Linwood Knight into the barricade. Oh my god, what's he gonna do now? This looks bad. Oh, big boot to the face. And let's take another look at Clownholio punching out of the headlock. Oh, Linwood Knight is hurt. And into the barricade he goes. And now the clown drapes his opponent against the barricade and lines him up for the big boot. And what the hell is that? Who sets clowns up funny? I get to get the job. You're a professional, you can do this. Ooh, I'm better now, folks. And Linwood Knight comes back and rushes the clown. He's got the clown by the leg and he's twisting him like a pretzel. And he's going for the crossface. Can he make the clown submit? Clownholio grabs his hand and fires back with an elbow to the chest. Clownholio firing off with strike after strike and, oh my god, Texas pile driver. If Linwood Knight wasn't afraid of clowns before, he should be after that. After powering out of the crossface, we see Clownholio taking the fight right back to Linwood Knight. So 1-2, buckle my shoe, and this glorious Texas pile driver. This clown ain't clowning around. Clownholio knocks Linwood Knight off his feet with a barrel roll leg sweep. And Vince Russo is not happy. We've got a war of words between these two, and if we're very lucky, it might even escalate. And with the survival instinct of a cockroach, Linwood Knight crawls to his feet. Clownholio gets a punch to the gut and a rocket dropper. I haven't seen one of those since I was in short pants. That was Thursday. The weather was nice. But there's nothing nice about those stiff punches and that snapmare. And there was nothing nice about that rollover neck breaker either. Linwood Knight's going out of the ring. And he's having a dig under the apron. Oh, what's he gonna get? Oh my god, a table! Clownholio comes with the pool cue. Oh! Clownholio just got his dinner served early by Linwood Knight. And the hard-boozing legend is just putting the screws to the clown. And let's see what he's going to do with the table. As a hardcore wrestler, Linwood Knight is no stranger to tables, chairs, ladders, or any weapon you can imagine. Oh! After an early dinner, Clownholio gets an early dessert, courtesy of Linwood Knight. Whatever happens next is going to be totally badass. Are we going to see it? Oh, I think we... Reversal! Clownholio sends Linwood Knight up and over and goes to the pin. Oh, kick out before the one. Clownholio's got him by the scruff of the neck, and oh my god, are we going to see this? Oh my god, here it comes. Oh! Linwood Knight goes through the table. Hey, Uni, play that back. Now that was a bump and a half. Our staff veterinarian's going to be working overtime, digging the splinters out of Linwood Knight's back. And unlike other wrestling promotions, we don't force the crowd to chant, "This is awesome." That's all organic. Oh my god, he's got another table. I never thought I'd say this, but hasn't Linwood Knight suffered enough? Oh, apparently not. Not enough for Clownholio's liking at any rate. And what's he gonna do with this table? Where are we going with this? Who among us can truly fathom the mind of a deranged clown? Oh my god, he set the table on fire! Where did he even get a match? And he is just cooler dancing his ass off in there. Linwood Knight's got the ladder, but the clown thumps him with a double axe handle. Oh god, I hope Brandy Dixon isn't seeing this fire backstage in the gorilla position. We don't need to be giving her any ideas. And I've got a bad feeling we're going to be playing this clip to the arson investigator someday. He's grabbing Linwood Knight. Knight punches out. Oh, and he's grabbing Clownholio, and oh my god, are we going to see this? Are we really going to see it? Shazam! Hot enough for you, Clownholio? Good gravy, now we've really seen everything. How much more bloodthirsty can this match possibly get? Clownholio gets whipped into a ladder and gets the running uppercut from Linwood Knight. And after that, Linwood Knight's gonna treat us all to his happy dance. Because why wouldn't you be happy after that? And oh my god, he's doing this one again. Boom! He keeps delivering like that. I'm gonna be shouting, Linwood Knight! Yeah! Let's take another look at that move. He's actually got a name for this one now. He calls it the Bro Buster, in honor of his faction, Broforce 1. Hell of a Bro Buster there, Knight. But Broforce 1 still sucks. Linwood Knight going for the ladder. Where's he gonna set it up? Oh, this is gonna be good. Is he gonna be able to pull this off? Apparently not. Clownholio shoves the ladder and gets the pin. 1. And if we get any trouble from Osh, we're gonna know one of you snitched. So this is just a friendly reminder, snitches get stitches. The clown is going to town. Brutal stomp to the face. Clownholio takes to the middle rope. What's he planning here? Oh, nothing fancy, just a flying fist to the face. And Knight gets a falling axe handle. Knight's got the ladder again. Can he make it work a second time around? Let's find out. Ooh, falling knees at Clownholio's gut. He's climbing the ladder again. And if we don't get any funny business from the clown, this could be really, really cool. Oh, Clownholio's back with the mallet. Second story falling axe handle. And Linwood Knight's giving some love to the 203 inebriated fans cheering for him. Oh, come on, we don't need to see that. And the clown is back in town, and he is done with the funny business. He's hoisting him up, and he hits him from the back with a sidewalk slam. He gets Linwood Knight in an armbar, and he's wrenching for dear life. Can he power out? Oh, Linwood Knight rolls out. Oh my god. Head scissors sends him flying. Who knew Knight had it in him? He makes the mistake of mocking Clownholio and eats a drop kick. Clownholio back with the sledgehammer. This is going to be brutal. Somebody call 1991 because it's hammer time all over again. And now he's throwing the sledgehammer away. What's going to come next? He's going up to the middle rope and whoopee cushion. We gotta see that again. And Clownholio's punishing Linwood Knight with his sledgehammer. And just when you think it can't get any worse, he takes to the middle rope and serves Linwood Knight a steaming clown burger with 2 massive buns. And oh, what's going on here? Vince Russo's caught his attention. He's shoving the Broforce 1 manager around, and I can totally get down with that. Oh, massive clothesline. But he's not done with Russo just yet. And Russo gets a suplex. Linwood Knight comes with the mallet and gets clotheslined by Clownholio. He gets in the punch, and what's happening here? Diving neck breaker. Just a reminder, guys, I am under the disc, so just be careful. Knight fires away and Clown gets him with a judo throw. Oh, no, Clownholio, what you're doing is wrong. Don't do it, Clownholio. Leave the disc alone, I beg you. Vince Russo's the one you want. Linwood Knight is down, but he is not out, and he kicks back. And he fires back up with a clothesline, taking the clown down. And he's picking the clown up. And he's taking him back to the ring. Thank you, Linwood Knight, for not trashing my disc. It's payback time. He's got the clown by the leg and kicks him in the clown jewels. And Clownholio kicks him off. And Henrietta Sorensen is violating the laws of physics by turning transparent. Who knew she could do that? Not me. Clownholio is about to go up the ladder, but he seems distracted by Vince Russo. And double leg takedown into a pin. 1. Oh, disappointing. Clownholio back to his feet. Oh my god, is Vince Russo going to get it again? Oh no, not the disc, not the disc. I'm so conflicted, folks. While I approve of what Clownholio's doing, I wish he wouldn't do it to my disc. I don't know if Todd's minions can protect me. No, don't do it. No! This is an unsafe work environment. And thank you, Linwood Knight, for breaking that up. I just hope Jim Cornette's watching backstage. He'll get a kick out of everything that just happened to Russo. And we're going back in the ring. And hopefully it'll finish there. Oh, Russo's got the clown. And he's... The hell was that? He shoves him back in the ring. Smooth moves from Vinny Roo, I guess. Linwood Knight keeps curb stomping away and the clown is down. I repeat, the clown is down. And where's Linwood Knight going? Is he looking for another weapon? He's got a sledgehammer. And Clownholio takes a shot to the gut. And could this be it? 1, 2. And Clownholio kicks out at the last possible second. Knight gets him up, slap across the face, and neckbreaker. Nice. And Linwood Knight's about to fly the friendly skies and... Oh, whips it. Nobody home. Clownholio's got him up, and he's squeezing his traps for everything he can. He's in a lot of pain right now. And Clownholio's taken to the turnbuckle. What's coming next? Another whoopee cushion. Oh my god, that was uncalled for. We deeply apologize to all you folks at home. Clownholio took whatever nobility and dignity this match once had and threw it right down the toilet with an obscene hand gesture towards our referee Henrietta Sorensen. That was absolutely uncalled for. Are we gonna find him, Todd? And even a scumbag like Vince Russo has standards. He's telling Clownholio off for that inappropriate gesture, and rightly so. Clownholio's laid up in the corner, and Linwood Knight's going for the mallet. This is gonna be brutal. Oh, shot to the gut. He wants to let the clown know what's coming. And another shot to the gut. How much longer can these two go at it? But he's done with the sledgehammer, and he's going up top. Can he make it work this time around? Savage stomp to Clownholio's prodigious gut. And now he's dragging Clownholio somewhere. Where are you taking him, Knight? He can't seem to maneuver around the ladder. But take it from me, those things can be tricky. He picks the clown up, and he's firing away. Oh, what's coming next? He gets him with a burning hammer. And now he's dragging the clown again, trying to get him right where he wants him, wherever that may be. Oh my god, folks, I think I know what's coming. Eastgate elbow drop. This has got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Linwood Knight takes the win. And let's see some highlights from Ernie's kid, whose name I'll never remember. We had a whole lot of high-flying action in this match, that's for sure. Neither wrestler was afraid to get down and dirty and use whatever they had at their disposal to get the job done. And they dug deep into their respective bags and pulled out every trick in the book. And we got to see that hideous bro buster pioneered by Linwood Knight. And although Linwood Knight ate a couple of whoopee cushions, I'm sure he'll just wash the taste away with a little more booze. Oh, no, don't show that again. We don't need any more trouble with the broadcasting standards people at this stage. And that's what's wrong with society, folks. A woman can't work a job as a referee without some clown making an obscene gesture towards her. And this commenter blames you. Well, maybe not you personally, but you know what I mean. You in general. You know who you are. And there we have it, folks. A brutal grudge match over 20 years in the making. Linwood Knight takes another win. And if he can make it to the bottle store by closing time, the tall boys of Woodstock Bourbon and Coke will be flowing freely tonight. All this commenter can say is, shine on, you crazy-ass diamond. And now we come to the main event of the evening, folks. Marcus Antonius and Hannibal Barker are Urban Legion. After scraping and clawing their way through the ranks of the men's tag division, they've finally come to take their shot at the title. But they're gonna have to take those belts from Secta del Muerte's heavy hitters, Los Satanicos. For 217 days now, the dark magic of Alonso Constanzo has helped Elio and Serafin retain their titles. Can the Urban Legion lay siege to Secta del Muerte and claim the prize? Let's get this main event started and find out. The following LCW Men's Tag Team Championship match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the current champions. Representing Secta del Muerte from Matamoros, Mexico, Elio and Serafin are Los Satanicos. Now, I don't know about any of you folks out there, but these two boys, Elio and Serafin, really give me the willies. Obviously, they're members of Secta del Muerte, Alonso Constanzo's dangerous cult, and for all intents and purposes, they act as his hired goons and henchmen. But I'm not about to start any beef with a dangerous cult here. But my god, look at the way Serafin just slithers into the ring like that. There's something deeply disturbing and unnatural about that. They may be the current men's tag champions for a reason, but I have no doubt in my mind that these two are protected by Alonso Constanzo's foul dark magic. Dark forces are at work here, folks. And the challengers. From Chicago, Illinois, in the United States, Marcus Antonius and Hannibal Barker are Urban Legion. This match will be the most important match of Urban Legion's career. As per our rules, if you take a shot at the championship and you miss, then you go all the way down the ladder, and it is a long fall. Just ask Yuri Klishnikov about that one. So Urban Legion better have a damn good battle plan, because this chance might never come again. Unless, of course, all the other tag teams get arrested, and we really can't rule that one out at LCW. And look at this absolutely hideous belt they'll be competing over. I know I got reprimanded and fined last week for saying it, but there was a time, folks. There was a time when you could say something so self-evident and obvious as a wrestling promotion should not leave the design of its championship belts to a 3-year-old with a pack of jumbo crayons. There was indeed a time where you could say that and not get reprimanded or fined by your boss. But those days are long gone. Our general manager Todd Sorensen is hell-bent on farming all our design work out to his 3-year-old kid with said pack of crayons. And I, for one, can't wait to see what little Andrew's next quote-unquote masterpiece will be. And as hideous and ugly as those belts are, the champs are not looking like they're in any hurry to relinquish them. The Santero I consulted earlier told me I should rub an egg over my body after this match to draw out any lingering evil magic. I'm gonna do that, and I suggest you all do the same. And with the bell, the match gets underway, and Hannibal Barker takes a quick lead with a big boot and a subsequent stomping. Urban Legion is, oh my god. Can we see that again, Ernie? After taking Hannibal's abuse, Elio lays him out flat with a single kick. I'm not a superstitious man, but that is an ill omen for this match. My God, Hannibal's already bleeding and now something really horrible is about to happen. You can just tell. Seraphine gets launched by his brother and nails Hannibal with the crossbody. And now Seraphine's going to work on Hannibal's limbs one by one. He's an absolute sadist. And he's going for an early pin. And a kick out from Hannibal. Alonso Constanzo casting spells ringside. And my God, what a punch! Hannibal Barker is still in this, folks. They're doing the dance. And Hannibal gets slammed into home base. Oh, Seraphine misses the dropkick. And Hannibal makes him pay and pay and pay. Just look at those brutal headbutts. Those wounds on his head are gushing and he just doesn't care. Now this is what true grit looks like, folks. We're seeing a very rare thing tonight. And Seraphine goes flying into the corner. We're about to see some sweet tag action. This is gonna be awesome. Round and round he goes. Hannibal dumps him with a slam and... oh, massive elbow drop. And Marcus Antonius is loving the roar of the crowd. Play it again, Ernie. And while this devastating 1-2 punch might not be on the level of the Motor City machine guns, it's pretty damn impressive nevertheless. And suffice to say, it's given Seraphine a rude awakening. And Seraphine's firing back, just kicking away, culminating in that sky-high dropkick. He's got Marcus up, and he's just going to town with strike after strike. Russian leg sweep. Oh, Seraphine's going for something big here. Slingshot. Oh, he whiffs it. That would have been a devastating senton, but alas. But he's not done yet, and he's feeding him to his brother. This is going to be bad. And Alonso Constanzo steps in the ring to make sure his boys are kicking out enough. And now he's taking off the turnbuckle. I told you he was evil. And now we get the bump off. And another kick to the face from Elio. Looks like he's going for the ankle lock, and he's cranking it as hard as he can. Can Marcus take the pressure? Oh, that had to hurt. You can just tell his leg is really messed up now. And he looks like he's setting something up and... oh my God. I've never seen one of these in the wild. He's going for the Ramiro Dragon Sleeper. This is what being hung, drawn, and quartered must have felt like. Oh, this is gruesome. Can Marcus Antonius power out of this? And Marcus breaks the hold with a punch to the head. Marcus is back on his feet and Elio's come a clobbering. He's stunned against the ropes and gets whipped. Elio goes low, Elio goes high, gets him in a windmill backbreaker and... oh, rocket dropper. That's the second one we've seen tonight. Now that was wrestling. And as you can see, both members of Urban Legion are now busted open and bleeding. This is not looking good for them. Stop it, Elio. He's already dead. Probably. And thankfully for Marcus, that rolling senton misses its mark. And now he's firing back. And mercifully, he makes the tag to Hannibal. With Elio receiving instructions from his Madrina on the outside, he goes for the wheelbarrow and rolls him into a pin. Hannibal counters with a pin of his own. And he gets thrown off. Hannibal's revving up and big boot to the face takes Elio down. But Elio manages to make the tag. And here comes Seraphine with the head scissors and the whip. And what's he looking to do here? Slingshot drop kick from the top rope. And what's he got for us now? Tope Atomico. Now he's just showing off. Punch to Hannibal's lower back and fed to his brother. Are we going to see something? No! Hannibal powers out. And now Seraphine gets fed into Hannibal's corner. Let's see some more sweet tag team action. Hannibal bends Seraphine backwards, and here comes Marcus with a stomp to the gut. Oh, and what's this? Oh my God, crossbody from the springboard. The high-flying skills of Marcus Antonius. This crowd is literally on its feet. The Cockney pickpockets stole all the chairs and sold them for some drinking money, so they've got no choice. And here comes the suplex. After a shaky start, Urban Legion are coming back and Marcus Antonius is leading the charge. And he gets Seraphine in a headlock. Oh, vicious punch to the head. Can Seraphine make the tag? Yes, he does. And in comes Elio. And Marcus is just laying him out. This is incredible. But don't count your chickens yet, Marcus. Elio gets him by the neck, drags him to the corner, and smashes his face into the turnbuckle. Cornered running Meteora. Oh my god, he's got him up, and Phantom Driver is going for the pin, but along comes Hannibal to save his buddy. We gotta see that again, Ernie. We got a brutal turnbuckle smash. And then comes a running Meteora. And finally, Elio's signature move, the Phantom Driver. How do you even come back from that? Elio getting in some cheap stomps here, and oh, Marcus kicks back. We got a punch to the lower back, and a sky-high drop kick. For the first time in this match, Elio is hurt. Marcus whips him around and throws him over the ropes. Oh, unsportsmanlike kick to Hannibal on the outside. Marcus gets him in the corner, and what's coming next? Oh, sneaky reversal from Elio and a whip into the corner. Elio makes the tag. Marcus goes into the ropes and takes two flying shoulders in stereo. Seraphine goes for the kick, but Marcus gets it, and clothesline to the face. Thank you for playing. And Marcus rolls out of danger, only to be distracted by Constanzo. And Seraphine gets him from behind and smashes him into the corner. Marcus takes control and whips Seraphine into his corner. And whatever happens now is going to be incredibly cool. Tag gets made and they're walking Seraphine. And what have they got now? Oh my god! Urban Legion just made a two-man catapult and sent Seraphine flying face first into the turnbuckle. That was amazing. Seraphine gets Hannibal by the scruff of the neck and face first into the buckle. And something wicked this way comes in the way of an elbow shot, a snapmare, and a shotgun drop kick to the head. Seraphine is crushing Hannibal's bones into dust with elbow after elbow. At this rate, Urban Legion are going to be sharing a hospital room with Homeboy LuvShark by the end of the night. Seraphine whips him into the ropes and they collide. Hannibal throws him into the corner and a running uppercut. Down he goes. Into the ropes, Seraphine goes and no! Hard-headed headbutt from Hannibal. Try saying that one 10 times fast, folks. Hannibal goes back into the corner, and whatever comes next is not going to be good. And nothing fancy here, folks. Just a two-man alley-oop. And Elio is back in play. And Hannibal is out of the ring. And it looks like he's hurt his knee real bad. We should probably get the staff veterinarian to check on him. But then again, she's probably still busy picking splinters out of Clownholio's ass.
Ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies.
And this match has descended into absolute pandemonium with nobody where they should be. What are we even paying our referee Tom Herb for? Shot across the bow from Hannibal and a brutal counter from Elio. Into the corner he goes again. And I got another bad feeling. Oh, that was just not very sportsmanlike at all. Oh, brainbuster. Can Seraphine get the pin here? Marcus comes to the aid of his tag team partner. And Seraphine is not thrilled about that. Up he comes. Back into the corner. Oh, Hannibal fires back with an elbow. And we are truly going post to post and coast to coast in this match. And it looks like we're going to see it again, folks. The whirly-burly slam and the diving elbow drop from the top rope. Oh! Maybe the second time's a charm. And he misses the leg drop from the springboard. And Seraphine's looking to go to work on the ankle of Marcus Antonius. This ain't gonna be pretty. And he's giving it a damn good crack. And can he even walk after that? Uh-oh. Seraphine rebounds off the rope with a float-over neck breaker. The crowd has been moved by the tenacity of the Urban Legion, and the boo birds are coming out to roost, and possibly even to take worms and small grubs back to their boo nests for their boo hatchlings. Seraphine perches up high, and Marcus walks into a diving axe handle and gives one of his own. And up and over you go, Seraphine. Hey, Tom Herb down in front. Some of us are paying to watch this match. Marcus pulls Seraphine to his feet. He's going for the wheelbarrow and the stunner. Maybe there's still hope for the Urban Legion. Seraphine counters and throws him into the corner, and oh no, we've seen this earlier tonight. It was bad enough when Maggie Dixon did it, but can you imagine a man the size of Elio jumping on your back? Elio's got his arm all twisted up and he yanks it back. That had to hurt. And Elio's lining something up here. What could it be? Oh my God, Canadian Destroyer, Mexican style. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3. Los Satanicos retain the championship. And as always, let's see if Ernie's kid did a better job than her old man. We saw a whole lot of sweet tag team action from both sides in this one. But at the end of the day, there's no stronger bond than that between the brothers Elio and Seraphine. But that said, the Urban Legion gave them a damn good run for their money. We saw the boxing prowess of Hannibal Barker on display, as well as the amazing high-flying skills of Marcus Antonius. And although it may be a long climb back up the ladder, I have no doubt that this won't be their last title shot. The crowd was absolutely picking up what they were putting down, and I can almost hear the calls for a rematch already. There was also no black magic involved in this victory, at least none that we can conclusively prove. And believe it or not, folks, our LCW employee handbook actually tells you what to do if exposed to black magic. If you think you've been exposed to witchcraft, or brujeria as they say in Mexico, what you should do is take an egg, rub it all over your body to draw out all the evil, and then crack it into a bowl. I'm not a superstitious man, but that's exactly what I'll be doing. It never hurts to err on the side of caution when you're dealing with Secta del Muerte. And Los Satanicos retained the championship. This last match was the icing on the cake to a crazy, chaotic show that went off the rails many a time. But aren't you all glad you came along for the ride? Well, folks, that's our show for this week. We'd like to thank each and every one of you wonderful people for tuning in again, or for the first time. Until we meet again, this is your erstwhile host and color commentator John Adams signing off, and encouraging you to go out there and support your local independent wrestling promotions. Because that's where the real passion is, and that's where the real wrestling happens.